we'll try to give you a little taste. How was that?
That was awesome. Good job.
Okay.
So this is the lounge to the spa, and JJ is getting a
Fire and ice.
A man's pedicure.
Geriatric spa pedicure.
He's excited about it and
Yes,
ready.
it's me. It's really me.
He's ready to go. So we're going to show you a little bit of that in the spa here on Adventure. It's of course a very serene environment. And you know, they do everything here that you could ever want to be done. Everything from hair and nails to aromatherapy and what's with the needles?
Acupuncture.
Acupuncture. They do it all. Hey, here's JJ being pampered.
By someone other than my wife.
Your wife really doesn't pamper you that much.
That's honest.
And the beautiful Noma from South Africa is taking care of him today. We're very grateful. And this is called a fire and ice pedicure.
Exfoliation from the knee of the whole leg with our famous scrub and hydrating scrub as well. And then we do the cuticle works and then the shaping of the nail. And then we end it off with the massage of hot stones. And then we apply cooling gel.
Ooh.
And then rub with a hot towel.
Oh.
Ergo, fire and ice.
Fire and ice, and I'll be taking a nap.
Got some super pampering coming, and he's already said that what'd you say about the chair?
I feel like a captain on an airplane. 'Cause I have all my controls over here. Yeah. We already took off, so we're now climbing to altitude.
Well, I'm gonna leave you to it then. So the morning, we're in Cozumel. It looks like they're doing some pool work. One of the adult pools in the main pool area is closed and emptied of water. And we got an officer out there doing some work. Looks like maybe painting. He looks like he's mixing up something right there. I later spoke with that officer you see in the video in the hallway, and he said it was routine maintenance and they planned on it being filled back up by this evening. We can't play very long or we'll get copyrighted. We are heading to the gangway in Cozumel. So here's the gangway to leave the ship. You have to show your SeaPass card so they can check you out, so that when you come back on board, they can tell that you're back on board to see if everyone's on here. And welcome to Cozumel. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Cozumel is one of the busiest ports in the world based on passengers. If you've taken a Western Caribbean cruise, you've almost certainly stopped there. The walk from the ship to the port is fairly quick and easy. You will need only your SeaPass card if you don't leave the port. You will need your SeaPass card and a photo ID if you do leave. Also, have your camera ready because there are some very nice photo ops during the pier walk with the ocean and the ships behind you. As you walk inside the port area, Margaritaville greets you on the right. There's a large open area with excursion signs posted in this location also. Both ship and non-ship excursions will meet in this area. The shops begin immediately after this open area. You will also see kiosks for third-party excursions inside the port. Most are reputable, but beware if anything seems odd about the tour or the price. The shops are filled with various kinds of clothing, jewelry, trinkets, and souvenirs. You can also get around the island. If you plan to leave the port and are looking for some of those things, they are usually less expensive outside the port. If you do plan to purchase inside the port, most vendors are very open to negotiation. If you are willing to walk away from an item, you will likely get a lower offer to stick around and continue to banter. Also, some shops contain nicer or higher quality inventory than others. So if you are looking for something specific for a gift or for yourself, it might be worth it to look through a few shops, then go back and get the item you liked the best. If you are looking for a taxi to leave the port, there are helpful signs throughout the port. You may also experience some vocal or high-pressure invitations to go inside a store. Be prepared to simply say thank you and keep walking if you are not interested. If you are interested, put on your negotiation hat to get the best price. As you enter the covered area of shops, you're headed in the right direction for the taxi line, and you'll see the signs. There is an organized taxi line that port security employees help with. During reduced capacity, the lines are not long at all, but when it gets busy, the line winds all the way back towards the stores. The taxi prices are regulated per taxi, not per person, so be sure you ask others in line if anyone else is going to your location. The more people in the taxi, the less each person will pay. We were not leaving the port this time, so we headed back to the ship. Senor Frogs is back towards the coastline. As you saw earlier, Margaritaville is on the right as you enter. Senor Frogs is to the left. And it's right next to the huge Cozumel sign at which you'll have to get the typical tourist photo.
It says number 1.
Oh.
You know why?
Because you're number 1?
I'm number 1.
Oh, he found his...
I'm number 1.
What is that thing?
I'm number 1.
What is that thing?
Yes, that's what it is.
It's a number 1,
It's the number 1
mooring
tie down.
mooring tie down. Good job, JJ. Number 1
I missed the burger.
found the number 1 mooring tie down. Goodbye, Cozumel. Heading back to the ship. Now, Serenade is right beside us, and we were told that she is now also a quarantine ship. And one of the passengers on board told me that 90 of our crew on Adventure were transferred to Serenade. And I looked across the ship and I could see the crew on Serenade, the crews from other ships that are on Serenade just kind of sitting there. And so I talked to one of the lifeguards on Adventure, and he told me that, yeah, they're like all asymptomatic and they're just sitting there not working, but they don't feel bad. I saw one girl jogging around the track. They're just sitting out on the pool deck. And he said he had been through it twice before and he was asymptomatic and, just sent to his room. And everyone he had contact with was sent to their room also.
Royal Caribbean Online.
Office area, would you say?
Yeah.
And a look over. Into
That's the card
room.
Several computers.
Huh. So if you have the internet package, you can come in here and log on.
Do your thing.
Well, then let's go sneak into the card room. And
Downstairs?
see what it looks like.
Okay.
It's a library.
Be very quiet. This is directly below the Royal Internet room. And Sherry tried to jump over the rail into the downstairs area. If you come to the library, bring books.
Everything's online.
Everything's online. The computer store's upstairs.
Boring online.
Upstairs.
I haven't figured out what the red ball on the chest is for. I don't know. Do you know? Do you know?
It's called art.
This is the card room. The other one was actually the library. Oh, push. They're getting their cards on.
This is the card game or card room.
You're in the right room for it.
It is lunchtime in Cozumel, Mexico, and we're hitting Johnny Rocket's original hamburgers. We are for sure, for sure. Yeah, classic 1950s style hamburger joint. And I see Sherry and Greg have already got us a table. And Miss Brenda will join us shortly. We're gonna have a good burger, fries, onion rings, and their world famous milkshakes. Bon appetit. Oh yeah. Evidence. The breeze is gone, Sherry. The breeze is on. The breeze is on.
Are you smiling?
Yeah.
Okay, it's lobster night. JJ's a happy man.
Oh, very happy, very
You
happy.
got your baked potato.
Tenderloin.
Miss Brenda
It's
got
medium
me
rare,
tenderloin.
but without the sauce because the sauce has a garlic. So I give you
Yeah.
burnish, and you have also sweet potato and snow peas.
Look at that. Sherry has sweet potatoes, snow peas, lobster tail, and
Extra butter here.
a potato.
And I did not want the vegetables that came with the lobster tonight, so all I did was ask for a substitution for vegetables that were with another meal.
And there you have it.
And easy peasy. They brought me a second lobster. I didn't ask for it, but I can't finish it. And we all feel bad. But if you didn't know, there is a huge disposal blender in the kitchen. We did a galley tour on Liberty of the Seas one time, and all of the leftover food that's allowed to go into this disposal goes in, and then it goes into the ocean for fish food. Royal Caribbean is very environmentally conscious, so if there's food you can't finish, you feel full for whatever reason, don't feel bad because the fish will love you for it. Creme brulee, a little action happening, and a little cheesecake over there. Have you had the creme brulee yet?
Not here,
Oh.
but that's one of my favorites.
And JJ got the same thing I did, which is the apple,
A la mode.
what do they call it? Apple tart. It's basically a little apple pie a la mode. And that's what I got too. He already dumped his ice cream right on his. You want to let me know how it tastes? I'm
horrible.
waiting for, can't you tell it's going to be awful? Waiting for the taste test? Yeah, okay, I'll take that as a good sign. This is Dawn at the Voom desk, and he has been almost the most helpful employee on this ship. JJ may hug his neck on video.
Don is the man, I'm telling you.
We're gonna brag about him big time on the review. Don't forget, when you get a good employee and you get the Royal Caribbean email in the review, put their name and brag about how good they did for you. It matters, right? It matters. The higher ups care. Well, we appreciate you. So end of day 4, it was Cozumel Day. We ended up going into port. It wasn't very crowded at all. There was us and Carnival Breeze in port, and Serenade of the Seas, which we learned is a crew quarantine ship. But it was just us and Breeze, Carnival Breeze with passengers. So the port, we didn't go in till, what time did we go in?
About 10 o'clock.
And it wasn't very busy at all. Like, it was dead.
It was pretty laid back.
And we came back to the ship, and then we had lunch at Johnny Rockets. Then we went to the pool and just relaxed.
It was a chill day.
Yeah.
But it was 80 degrees.
And
The pool water was cold.
he was
Polar bear plunge.
such a baby getting in.
Wah, wah.
He's a bit by bit get in the pool guy, and I'm a rip the band-aid off, just get in. It's gonna be cold, just do it all at once.
I didn't want to mess up my hair.
That is a concern.
It is.
We finished with the pool and then went and cleaned up and went to the MDR. Lobster night. Had a good night there. And then we're finally going tonight to the Frankie Valley show. We missed it the other night. We were just too tired. We were old and tired.
Who's old?
We, Tonto, we swore tonight we're going.
Got a nap this afternoon, so I think I'll be able to make it.
And we might get a few snippets of the show tonight for you, not to violate copyright, but enough
Don't want to do that.
enough to just let you see the talent.
We'll try to give you a little taste. How was that?
That was awesome. Good job.
Okay.
So this is the major theater. It's called the Lyric Theater. That's a beautiful peacock on the curtain. We're fixing to watch the Frankie Valley show. We're about center in the bottom section, and they're great seats. So for us, it will be good night and the end of day 4. But for you, hope you have a great day or a great night.
Stay well, be blessed.